What is going on, ESGN Nation, and welcome back to another episode of the Highland Scotties Team Builder Dynasty today, as we're back in episode 111, and it is homecoming weekend here at Highland as we get ready to play a game against the 0-7 Boise State. I cannot believe they're undefeated. They've been defeated here. They are 0-7 going in today here. And they're not doing so well in Big 12 play as well, as they're going to be hosted by the number 3 team in the nation. That is us here at Kensington Field. So everyone's getting in, getting ready for the, of course, we've already had the ceremony for the homecoming event, homecoming king and queen, and we're getting ready for the big game. So as you take a look there, Boise, well, the only thing they're really good at compared to us is passing defense. So they're 92nd in passing defense, only giving up 220 or 235 yards a game. And, of course, that could be a serious issue for them because, well, we can easily just run it because they're not so well at running. Now, Boise, as you take a look there, they had a big loss the first week against the number 1 team in the nation at the time, or at least the number 1 team in the nation right now, 42-7 against Florida State. Then they just went on to just a downward side. The only game that really came close was BYU, but they lost in overtime, 45-38. Since then, last week's game against West Virginia was a close one there. You see 24-21. That's probably the closest they've had all season long to beat a team, which makes me now think that this might be a bit of a trap game here this week because, you know, we are the number 3 team in the nation. Last week, they almost beat unranked West Virginia team. West Virginia team, I believe that we've beaten in the past before. We'll see West Virginia here coming up in a couple of weeks in week 12. They're in Morgantown. But yeah, I feel like this is almost a trap game. I think we're just getting suckered into this. So we're gonna have to be on, you know, kind of just playing our game, but not get too over aggressive on a lot of things. Just go in, see, just kind of test the waters on certain things, especially in the passing scene, as we did give up 2 interceptions last week. Reed now has 8 interceptions for the season. There you see we're ranked 3rd in the nation as you take a look at the top 25 going into week number 9 here. Excuse me, number 10, I should say. And there you see a couple teams have dropped off the top 25 as well as a couple teams have jumped up into the top 25. There you see Ohio State dropped out, Tulane, Nebraska, and USC, who was hanging on to the top 25 spot last week. This week, not so much. Don't forget there are some top games there you guys should watch. Definitely watch out for the West, the number 6 game there between Army West Point and Air Force. That's a game of the week that I picked down below that you guys can go check out. There's a link down below. Go check it out. Number 2 Army taking on number 6 Air Force, as well as number 19 Michigan State taking on number 8 Michigan, and as well as number 25 Miami taking on number 1 Florida State. And a nice ACC rivalry game between those two. Definitely go check those out. The links are down below in the description if you guys happen to want to watch those games and how they came out in this week. But for us, 3C7-0 into this, of course, like I said, on the other side of the spectrum in the North, Big 12 North, it is Boise at 0-7. Travis Stewart is their quarterback there, 6'4", 212-pound senior red shirt. He's got he has 1,300 yards this year. 10 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, so not too bad in that department there, but definitely a guy that we're going to have to watch out for. I can't remember if he is a good runner or not, but we'll see. Usually a lot of guys here in the Big 12 are quarterbacks-wise are pretty good runners. But yeah, he's got some pretty good, decent numbers here, you know, for the most part here, even though this team is not going, has been doing so well. Now, the guy I am worried about here, is their halfback here, Doug, or I was gonna say Douglas Cole, but Doug Cole. Cole's 6 foot, 213 junior red shirt halfback there. You see, he has some pretty good numbers there. He's a pretty speedy halfback, so he is definitely a guy who can, if need be, can fire out of the backfield like a rocket and get down the field very quickly. So running game is going to be that's one of the things that Coach Bond said over the week that's something they're looking at. Even though they haven't been really tested too often with the running defense, the rushing defense, but he says this week this is something that they had to work on at practice a lot because they want to stop him as much as they possibly can. Boise's only scored 18 points a game so far this season, so we should be keeping that mark. That's usually, we usually like to give up no more than 20 points a game, so we should be able to keep him down there, hopefully. Also, too, the two teams ranked favor Boise in ranking and passing defense. They have a better passing defense. Like I said, 235. They're, like I said, 92nd in the nation, as we're 124th in the nation by giving up 287 yards through the air. So, yeah, we definitely have to watch out there for their passing here this week, as we're wearing all black here today. Like I said, it is homecoming day. And Davison, nice run there from him as he's getting down the field here. He is chugging along, and he is just bringing down guys with him as Davison makes another nice carry there. 47 yards, continuing on where he left off last week. If you remember, last week in that game against Cincinnati, he had 234 yards and 4 rushing touchdowns. So he is definitely continuing where he left off last week. Reed now drops back in the pocket, looks down the field, throws one up to Godfrey, and Godfrey, great catch there from him as he gets a gain of 18. And Highland's first drive here so far is looking pretty sharp and pretty good right now, on time on everything. So now 1st and 10 coming up. Reed drops back in the pocket, throws one there to Godfrey, and Godfrey zips right in there. Touchdown, Highland Scotties. And the Scotties are on the board here to kick off, as they like to kick off homecoming day on a good note here as they get a nice catch. And Reed there into the end zone there. Take a look here at the final score between the Kansas Jayhawks and the Cougars. 34-17. BYU picks up the win. They get their 6th win of the season as Kansas goes down. Gets their 6th loss of the season. Take a look here at some more action, more final here for the number 4 Clemson. Taking on Syracuse, 35-28. Clemson picks up a win there, as Clemson goes 8-0. They're another undefeated squad just like we are right now. So got a lot of things going on here with a lot of still undefeated schools here right now in this season, as we're in the 10th week of the season. As you see Coles here, he is taking off. He's got great blocking. And nothing but him in the end zone. Touchdown. 75 yards there for Deg Coles. And like I said, this was the main thing that the defense had to work on this week, was stopping the running game here when it came to Doug Coles. And this could be a thing that we could be seeing all game long if we do not nip it in the bud here quick, as he is able to run this one down. Their first play of first play of the game for them, and run that one from scrimmage for 75 yards. Tied ball game now, 7 apiece. Like I said, trap game, anyone? 1st and 10 coming up here for Reed, as we'll throw a quick pass there to Ramirez, and as Ramirez gets the catch, that's going to be a 8-yard reception for him. 1st and 10 for the Highland Scotties. I think the key for this game here is going to be, we're going to have to hold on to the football a lot more here on the offensive side of things, so we can just kind of wear down that defense of Boise. As Davison there gets a gain of 10. But at the same time, if the way we've been running the ball with Davison, I mean, Boise not good at the rushing defense there. This could be, like I said, it could be just a very a very odd game. I just put it that way. As Davison tries to get out of the backfield there, as he'll get stopped there and squashed for a 2-yard loss by Corey Brown. Nice tackle for loss there from him. We'll see a 2nd and 10 coming up here for the Scotties, as Reed hands this one off to Davison, and Davison going to be taken down. And again, Davison losing 2 yards there from Pedro Johnson as he gets his first tackle for loss. So huge 3rd down coming up here for the Scotties. 3rd and 14 coming up, as we'll see what they can do in this situation. Of course, obviously it's going to be a passing situation, so we'll make sure we try to get somebody open. And we'll find Ramirez there. Oh, Ramirez gets a gain of 11, but he steps out of bounds. And that's going to force us to punt. So now the ball going back to the Boise here as they get good field position now after the punt. Ball placed on their own 25-yard line here, 1st and 10. And we'll see a quick pass there to Smith. And Smith's going to be brought down, as that's going to be a 7-yard reception for him. 1st and 10, or you should say 2nd and 3 coming up. Stewart here, play action, throws to Smith again. Smith just rumbling and bumbling down, finally taken down by Fowler, as that's going to be a 14-yard reception. And he gets back on the line here quickly as Coles has the football. And there again, rumbling around as he gets a gain of 8 on the play. Makes it now 2nd and 2. And again, Coles running down the field here, this time on the right-hand side, down to the sideline. He is finally pushed out for a gain of 15 on that play. Cole now finally stopped in the backfield, but he does get some positive yards there, as he has not yet had any negative yards whatsoever. So now 3rd and 9 coming up here. They're going to have to pass here in this situation. And we'll see what they're going to pass to as he heaves this one up there high and deep. And that's going to be picked off by McCall in the end zone. And that's going to be a touchback for the Highland Scotties. So nice job there as we get the ball there on our own 20. And we'll see, stumbled there, but he loses footing there. That is Davison, as it's going to be a 2nd and 14 as he loses 4 yards on that carry. So now 2nd and 14 coming up for the Scotties, as we'll see a handoff there to Davison. Davison gets a good block. Davison going down the field, and Davison showing off the power and the run that he has here. Getting all the way down to the field, into the 5, the 10, or I should say the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Highland Scotties. What a run there from Matt Davison, as he just puts on the nitros, and he has definitely beat a school record there, beating Winston K. Son's 80-yard run from a few years ago now to an 84-yard run now held by him. Nice job there from him, and he'll be on the record books now. And now the question is, can we get him a Heisman Trophy here at some point? Of course, him and, of course, his teammate, Reed. Reed looking for his 2nd Heisman Trophy, and, of course, we're trying to see if we can get Davison his first. 14-7, as we'll see Coles here hands this one off, and Coles gets another nice run as he gets a gain of 11 on the play. And like I said, I don't know how to really stop it. We're putting guys into the box there, but he's just finding a way to get past it as he gets a 1st down there, as he's able to scamper for that one. And again, got a good drop there that time, but he gets back to the line of scrimmage there, so no loss there. 2nd and 10 coming up. Handoff there to Coles again, and this time I think we got his first loss. That's a loss of 2 on the play there, as Olsen says he's had enough with this halfback and drops him back behind the line. 3rd and 12 coming up here for the Highland Scotties, as the Scotties trying to get fired up here with the crowd. Stewart here drops back here in the pocket, throws this one there to Smith, and he is being taken out there by Alexander, and they'll be forced to punt. So now we go to a 1st and 10. As Reed here drops back in the pocket, scrambles around here, looking down the field, and now he is going to go ahead and get a 9-yard carry. And it's just short of the 1st. So now we'll go 3rd and 4. As there's about a minute 12 left here in the 1st quarter. Reed here drops back, fires one there quickly to Godfrey. Godfrey breaks off a tackle, finally getting pulled down there near midfield. As he just would have broke that one tackle, that 2nd tackle there, he would have been gone and in the end zone. But the Broncos there do a great job there stopping him, as you see off the back foot there. And Ramirez, intended there for Ramirez on that pass, as Reed just could not square up on that one that well. 2nd and 10 coming up. We'll see if pass situation there by Reed. He connects with Godfrey for 16. That's a 1st. As we get another 1st 10 here for the Highland Scotties. Reed here again. Coach Bond's probably telling him to slow down and just take your time, as he finds Robinson that time for a gain of 14 on the play. But at the same time, if you're on a hot streak right now of getting the ball through to your receivers and your receivers are getting open, you got to take advantage of it. 1st and 10 coming up. 12 seconds left here in the first quarter. Reed draws back in the pocket, looking down the field, looks up the middle there, finds his freshman wide receiver, Randy Burns, and Burns will get a gain of 8. Of course, Burns had a great day last week against Cincinnati as we end the first quarter. Burns, of course, had a nice two receptions for 44 yards. And he got his 5th receiving touchdown of the season last week. 2nd and 2 coming up as Davison here gets a good block going up the middle. Or actually, was going outside, but it came back up the middle there. And to keep it lined up just in case for a field goal now. So now 1st and goal coming after the run. Looks like they're going to go back to the run here with Davison. Let's see if they can keep it up. And a toss there from Davison there. He gets into the end zone. No problem. Gets into the end zone. Touchdown. Highland Scotties. That's a 5-yard carry there for Davison. And that'll be now a 21-7 ball game here against Boise State. 2-possession lead on the Broncos. And you see their fans celebrating here today. As like I said, it is homecoming weekend. And we'll see Cole here runs this one on the outside there. And there you see he's on a track meet now with Fowler. As Fowler just bumps him out of bounds there. Gets a huge first down on that run. And we'll see again his number being called. And this time Fowler meets up with him again, but gets him a loss. A loss of 2 on the play. Makes it now 2nd and 12 now. So we're able now to start penetrating the defensive line here, or offensive line, I should say. As Stewart here trying to get out of the commotion. The pocket is closing around him. And he's going to lose 6 on the play, making it now a 3rd and 18. Nice stop there from Mario King on the play, as he's able to get to the QB to make a nice sack. As we'll see now, crowd trying to help the defense out here in this situation. 3rd and 18. Screen pass there from Cole. Cole's going to be brought down by Washington as he gets no gain on that play, and they'll be forced to punt. So here we go now. 1st and 10. Coach Bonds, of course, I see him on the sideline telling him to slow it down. Give it to Davison there. Davison runs this one, and he is going to get a nice carry for 5 yards on the play. And that's going to put him at 2nd and 5. And of course, put him on schedule here on getting this 1st down. So now 2nd and 5 coming up. You see a couple, looks like possibly a blitz. Reads it well there as Godfrey here gets the catch. And that's going to be 16 on the play, as they give up another 1st down to the Highland Scotties. 1st and 10 coming up. Here's 6:20 left here in the first half. Reed here, play action here from him. He's looking down the field, going down the field, running this one here. He's going to slide, thank goodness. And he gets the 1st down with his legs, making it 1st and 10 here for the Highland Scotties. 21-7, 6:02 left here in the first half. Godfrey to the far right. Robinson on the far left. Reed drops back in the pocket. Screen pass there to Hicks. Hicks going to try to catch. Gets this one there. He does. And he's able to hold on to it for a gain of 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. Backfield there with just single halfback there with Davidson. Reed calling an audible here. Looks like to his wide receiver here, as he's now going to toss this one there. Unbalanced throw. Finds Ramirez. And Ramirez helps him out with a gain of 13. Great catch. And of course, a decent pass there from Reed. A little off balance there for my taste, but he's able to get it there. 1st and 10 coming up after the throw. Reed here looking for a pass play. Reed's going to get in trouble here. He's going to be dropped down the backfield. Loss of 13. Looks like he could not find nobody, but Danny Lee says, "I found you," and brings him down for a loss. Now we got to try to get that yardage back here. The 2nd and 23 coming up. Play clock running down to 5. Play action here from Reed. Reed looking down the field here. Throws this one up there to Ramirez. Ramirez gets the catch. Ramirez drops the football. It's a fumble, but it's out of bounds and is still possession by the Scotties. Dangerous catch there from him. I don't know, Ramirez got hit pretty hard there. And hopefully he is going to be all right. As we see now a 3rd and goal. Almost get this drive, almost got killed, was almost dead by that fumble. And see here, Reed tried to run in for the touchdown. He does so. Touchdown, Highland Scotties. And that is Jasper Reed, his first rushing touchdown of the day. As that rushing touchdown for him, that is rushing touchdown number 7. Nice job. As Reed able to make the run. As you see now, Cole's coming to the backfield here, and Cole's on another run, going down the field here, and finally trip him up there as he gets close to the 40 in Scotty territory there. Nice run there from him, and again, just on fire right now. This kid just comes out, like I said, comes out like a cannonball, shot out of a cannonball. Out of a cannon. It's just a crazy cannonball there. Trying to find a decent analogy for you guys, but you know what I mean. Run a 5 there, carry a 5 there for that one, as he has now over almost 200 yards on the ground here today. 182 yards to be exact. As see a catch there by the tight end Wright, as he gets 12 on the reception there. Nice job there from Stewart, keeping that drive alive. Stewart now play action, throws one up there to Wright, and Wright could not hold on to it that time around. Yes, Travis Stewart is now 4 for 8 now here in passing. And Stewart here, screen pass there, and why not throw it to your halfback there who's been helping you out a lot on the ground. Why not help him out through the air? As Stewart throws that one for a nice reception there to Cole. Cole's going to come out of the game as he is looking at a bit by medical, but we'll see Mayfield gets the catch. And it's a touchdown, Boise State, as Boise's on the board here. Their second touchdown of the day. And it's going to be 28-14 with a 2-possession lead over them here with under 2 minutes left here. Highland just needs to play with the football here and just hold on to it as long as they can. And this next minute and 56 seconds. There you see Jasper Reed's numbers so far here in the first half. Having a great first half so far here today. First and 10 coming up. Handoff there to Davison. Davison going to run this in. Oh, that's a fumble by Davison. We don't see that too often. And there you see how it looks like the Boys is going to get it back, but there's a challenge now. And it's going to be reviewed here. And we'll see exactly what happened. Oh, I don't think this was, I think his knee, I think he was down before the ball popped out. So this might be coming back to Highland. The Broncos will not have this football here. We'll see what the call is. And they do reverse it, so it is our ball. As Highland will, of course, get the ball back. No charge there. That was an official review, so nobody's going to get charged for the timeout. So now 2nd and 9 coming up here. Davison here going to run this one. I'm really surprised Coach Bonds did not call for that one, but I think Coach Bonds knew that they were going to call on that possible play there. As we'll see Davison fumble the ball too often, as you'll see a nice handoff here, just like this one. We've seen many times before. He's got good carry, and he's able to get the ball down the field as he makes another nice run. Minute 25 left here in the first half. 28-14 here as Highland leads this one. Number 3 team in the nation, trying to go 8-0. Of course, Boise right now 0-7. Reed now going to run off to the sideline here, going down the field. Going to go ahead and run this one here. He's going to slide inside the 20. And a nice carry there from him as he gets another first down here for his ball club. 1st and 10 coming up for Reed. And the Scotties here. Scotties offensive line doing a great job here, protecting him somewhat for the most part here. Defense hasn't got to him too often. Reed drops back here in the pocket, throws this one to Godfrey, and Godfrey holds on to it for a 14-yard reception, putting them inside the 5. So we'll see what they're going to try to call here inside the 5-yard line here. 1st and goal coming up. 40 seconds left here before we get to the half. I'm looking to try to score here, at least try to make it a three-possession lead, I should say. As that one gets caught by Ramirez, and that's a touchdown. Highland Scotties on the board here again, as Ramirez gets his first receiving touchdown of the day. It's his 10th of the season. He's just, I believe, now 6 behind Godfrey, who has, of course, a touchdown as well. And he's got 16 so far this season. And nice job there here for the Highland Scotties. First and 10 here, 35-14. Stewart here hands this one off to Cole as Cole's back on the field here. Oh, nice job there. Just trucking Collins. But then Sam Feller's right there behind us to clean it up. And makes a stop. 2nd and 2 coming up here for the Boise Broncos as Stewart here now. He's going to be taken down. Fumble on the ball. Rizzo gets the football, and the big man is stumbling and bumbling into the end zone there. Touchdown, Highland. Nice job there from the defense as Rizzo scoops it up. But you have to give an assist there. Looks like maybe to Miller there on that play as he just did a great job there getting a hold of the quarterback. It causes Stewart to drop the football there. So Cole here gets out of that potential tackle there and gets down the field here as he's got only a few seconds left, and that is going to be it for the half. 42-14. What a nice play there from the defense, scoring that last 6 points before the half. And that right there, I think that might just put the nail in the coffin here on Boise State. As Boise State looking like they're going to have a comeback, and if they have a comeback of some sort, I think it's going to come from the running game because Cole, he's already got 200 yards rushing. That's the first here this season that we've had that happen to us with one team, and he's just having a monster game on the ground here. But of course, all that running is not going to do him too good here. They cannot pass the ball, and move the ball down the field. With a good combination of the running and the pass for them, at least for this next half here, that's going to really come into play. And of course, if they want to get back in this game, they're going to have to put more pressure on our defense. They're going to have to, when they're on offense, they're going to have to sit on the ball for a while because they're not sitting on the ball too much. There you see 5 minutes and 37 seconds in the time of possession. For us, there you see 19 minutes 30 seconds there. So that's the difference between the two teams right now. And of course, there you see the rushing yards as well. 215 for us, 188 for them, 187 in passing yards, and only 55 yards passing for Boise. So they got to get that passing game going in the right direction if they want anything going. And you see already trouble now as there's a flag. And it's a false start on the offense as they'll have to go back 5 yards now. 1st and 15 coming up here for the Highlands, for the Boise Broncos. As we'll see, Stewart here drops back in the pocket, looking down the field here, and that one gets thrown up. And that is going to be a pass that's going to be just thrown away there by Stewart. 2nd and 15 coming up here. Crowd just trying to get underneath the quarterback's skin here. So we'll see a pass there to Mayfield. And he gets this one thrown there for a gain of 18. We'll see now 1st and 10 here. Stewart drops back there. He's going to find Wright, and he's going to get this catch, and that's going to be another 1st down for the big tight end there for Boise. So now we go to 1st and 10 coming up. Stewart underneath in the pocket. Not much pressure on him as he's able to get good enough time there to get that one to Mayfield. 2nd and 2nd and 4. And there is a flag on the play here. We'll see who this is on. It looks like maybe on us. And it is. It's rush from the passer. That's going to be on Miller. Miller, you got to play nice out there. And it's going to be automatic 1st down. 15-yard penalty on Highland. That's going to put him now near our 25. As we'll see, Stewart now drops back in the pocket. And they give that one to Cole. Cole's there as he gets a nice reception there. 3rd catch of the day, 12 yards for him. That's what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to try to get us draw off sides. They're going to have to try to find a way to get a penalty yardage against us like I had before to get on this, especially on this drive like this. As Faunot here gets the catch, 19 yards on that reception, puts him near inside the 5. As we'll see Stewart here, he is going to be brought down by Ben Graham. And a nice job there for the defense stopping the QB. Broncos here now going to be having a 2nd and goal coming up. Can they get the ball in the end zone here? We're about to find out and see. 42-14, man in motion here for the Broncos. That'll be, I believe, their tight end as the QB gets swatted there. Nice job Gets taken down there by Miller. And that's Miller's second sack of the day. I believe that is, let's see here. That's his 11th sack of the season. As he just pushes down the QB. Nice play there from him. Now we'll see if Stewart can now try to answer back here. Third and goal. Third and goals. And he does find fun. Nice. He's wide open. The back of the end zone. Touchdown. Broncos. And the Broncos get themselves back on the board here again. As they're still down by 3 possessions, 42-21. 6:57 left here in the third quarter. First and 10 here for the Highland Scotties. A trips over on the left-hand side. Now Bennett's coming back in over to the right. Handoff there to Davison. And Davison carries that for about 2 to 3 yards on that carry. Nice little scamper there from him. You see to your far left, Godfrey, Burns, and Robinson. Of course, Ramirez to your far left there, the tight end. Third and 4. Reed here scrambles off to the left-hand side, right-hand side there, I should say. And Burns gets the catch. Burns taking this one down, and he's going to get this one inside of the 40. They're going to mark him somewhere around the 36 in Broncos territory. Nice first down catch. Keep the chains moving here and keep things going. Near 5:30 now here in the third quarter. Broncos look like they were trying to bring. Look like a blitz. Could be wrong. As I'll hand this off to Davison here. Davison's going to stay on the inside for the run, and he'll get a 5 on the carry. Second and 5 coming up here for the Highland Scotties. Scotties looking like they're going to try to get something going, get something moving here this time around. Second and 5. They're going to go passing this time. Reed's going to have to get out of the way there from the defender. Reed's going to call his own number instead. He's going to get to inside the 20. And I think they're going to mark him somewhere around the 12-yard line for a nice carry there on that play. So far looking pretty good here. 4 for 4 here in the red zone so far. They've been successful when scoring. First and goal. Play action. Reed. Reed throws one up to Godfrey. Godfrey gets the catch, and he's going to be marked somewhere around the 3. He holds on to it. Nice catch there from him as he has now over 100 yards for the day. Second inch is coming up. Play clock running down to 5. Hand off there to the fullback Bennett. Bennett trying to get into the end zone there, but he is going to be stopped as that's going to be a 2-yard carry for him. As Rocco Bennett just could not get into the end zone that time around. So now first and goal coming up here. Let's see what they can do here. Maybe go back to Bennett here. Maybe you can go give it to Davison here. Hand off there. They do give it to Bennett again. He gets into the end zone. Touch. No. Stopped. As he'll end up losing a yard there. And it'll be second and goal coming up. Now second and goal coming up. See what he can try to do here. Second and goal. They're again just utilize the clock here. They run this one there. Rocco Bennett into the end zone. Touchdown for Bennett. His first rushing touchdown of the season. And that's a nice play there from him, from the fullback. And let's take a look here. That's the studio update. 21-17. West Virginia taking the lead right now with a minute 24 left in the third quarter. And both teams are 3-4 for the season. Both looking for the 4th win here today. You see Jasper Reed's number here. Like I said, so far a pretty decent game here today. Stewart now drops back here. He's going to throw this one there as Miller's all over him that time around. And he's forced to throw there. Now it's coming up now a 2nd and 10. So now 2nd and 10 coming up. Stewart here gets out of the pocket there, scrambling around here. Can he get to the first down marker? He does, so holds on to it as he's taken down. And that's a gain of 13 from the QB. Stewart again now throwing this one there to the tight end. That is Wright, and Wright will end up losing 2 yards on that screen pass. So 2nd and 12 coming up for the Broncos. The Broncos trying to do their best here. Stewart trying to find a way to get down the field here through the passing game, and he finds Fonot. As Fonot gets a catch there. Of course, he's got the touchdown earlier. And Stewart's trying to work up to that here. As Fortnite again, this time thrown to him, but this time he could not catch it, as I think he probably heard footsteps there that time around. 2nd and 10 coming up here for the Boise State. And they're going to give this one to Coles, and Coles gets stopped in the backfield there. Nice job there from Ben Graham on that tackle. 3rd and 15 coming up here. A huge play for Boise. Stewart here goes up, throws this one there. That's going to be intercepted by Washington. But you have to give an assist there to Miller. He put the pressure on Stewart that time around. Take a look at the replay. Look, he's just like, oh, I got to get rid of it, got to get rid of it. And just shorthands it. And Washington's right there for the interception. Nice job. As that is Washington's, I believe, his 2nd interception of the season. 1st and 10 coming up here. Highland Scotties looking to drop, quarterback dropping back here. Reed dropping back, looking down the field here. Got good blocking. Finds Hicks and throws that one to Hicks for a huge first down. 31 yards on the reception. 1st and 10. New set of downs for Highland. As again, move the ball very well here today through the air and through the ground. This is definitely not a gotcha game. We've now gotten away from that so far here in this game, but Boise, they've been knocking on the door here a couple of times offensively there. Moving the ball as a nice hit there on Davison. Nice job as he'll get a gain of a couple of yards there. 2nd and 4 coming up. 38 seconds left here to the end of the 3rd quarter. Davison gets another run here, trying to find some good blocking, and gets a good 12-yard carry. As he's now over the 200 mark here, now 2:15 for the day. Can he get to that 2:34 that he had last week? He's getting very close to that. As Davison, good run there, he gets good blocking. Oh, he's going to be stopped right just short of, just inside the 5 there. I think they're going to mark him down at the 4. He got hit pretty hard there. Look at that, just good hit there. And that is going to be it for the quarter. As we go to the 4th quarter, put your 4s up in chat. It is 49-21. As the Highland Scotties looking to move on to their 8th win of the season. 2nd and 3 coming up here for the Highland Scotties. Reed trying to run this one to a quick QB sneak, but he's going to be stopped. And they're going to say, I don't think he got a yard, if any. 3rd and 2 coming up. See again, they're just tired to take their time here. Coach Bond's telling them to slow it down here. Utilize the clock, take it away, just start chipping away at him. Davis here runs this one here, high steps this way into the end zone there, but he's going to be stopped just short of the 1 yard that he needs to get into the end zone there. He's going to be 4th and inches now coming up. We'll see what Highland's going to try to do. And Highland decides to go for it here. Coach Bond says go back out and finish. 4th and inches coming up. You could see Reed again doing a quick, yeah, he does. He's going to do a quick QB sneak. He gets into the end zone there. Touchdown, Highland Scotties. And that is Jasper Reed's 8th rushing touchdown of the season, his 2nd of the day. Stewart now back on the offensive side of the Broncos. This throws a quick pass there. Gain of 9 on the play. 2nd and inches coming up here. It's not quite the first down they were looking for. Screen pass here. Give this one to Cole. Cole's got a good block here. And Cole just losing his balance there some. But he gets 10 yards on the carry. Or on the reception, I should say. As we'll see another screen pass here to Cole again. And Wood trying to bring him down, but got help from a fellow Scotty. And that's 5 yards on that reception. 5 catches for 24 yards for Cole. And of course, well over 200 yards rushing here for the day for him. As they have gotten away from the rushing game here and try to get to the passing game, but it's too little too late here, in my opinion here. It should have did a lot more of that here early on. 3rd and 4 coming up, or excuse me, 3rd and 10 coming up here. Stewart here is going to get taken down by Williams. 8-yard sack. That is going to end the drive here for Boise. Take a look here. Great job there, swinging around, getting around the defender, and just squaring right up on the QB. And Stewart just it was too late for him. He found someone down the field, but it was too late. And we were able to get a hold of him. Let's take a look here at some highlights so far in this ball game here. And that right there, this is the man that's been really putting putting the pressure off of Reed really today. It's just been no other than Matt Davison, as he's had a great day on the ground here. Take a look here. 224 yards, 21 carries, 2 rushing touchdowns. He's getting close to last week's numbers of 234. As we'll see, TJ James now into the game here. He'll get a carry of 2 yards. And I believe there are going to be some second-string guys in here, if not a full second string, as Stanford is in the game right now as QB. So Coach Bonds did change it up here. He want to get his second-string guys some playing time now today. You might as well here. So we'll see 2nd and 8. You don't want to see no injuries there for your first team guys, especially the way we were playing as of late. And trying to make that run to the national championship. 1st and 10 coming up after that nice run there from James. Stanford underneath center here. 5:15 left here. All they have to really pretty much do is just run the ball here and take away the game. As James runs this one on the outside there. Tries to break off a tackle, but he'll get 2 yards on his carry. As that'll be a 2nd and 8 coming up here for the Scotties. So this is a great way to end the homecoming weekend now with a nice victory here. Of course, not against a team that you were hoping to play against on a day like this. Usually homecoming you want to play against a good defense, a good team, especially a ranked opponent. But here Boise just giving up a lot of yardage here on the ground as they give another 33 there to TJ James. 1st and 10 after that big run there from James. Looks like we'll probably go to the passing game here, give James a chance to catch his breath. Play clock run down to 6. Stanford here looking back here, looks down the field here, fires this one up to Barnes. Barnes gets the catch, and Barnes getting pushed at the 1. As we place at the 1-yard line, Joe Barnes, one of our freshmen, who we cannot wait to see what he can do next season when he becomes one of the starters for us next year. Look at that, great job there. Just jumping up, snagging for the football. And he's just a yard short of getting to the end zone. This ball placed at the 1-yard line after the big play. Let's see what they're going to try to do here. Going to keep it in the air, or keep it on the ground, or put it back on the ground here. 1st and goal. Play clock run down to 7. They're going to take their time here. As they'll hand this one off there. That's going to go to TJ James, and no problem for James getting into the end zone. Touchdown. That is TJ James' first rushing touchdown of the season. As he's able to get in the end zone. Let's take a look at a final here. Texas Tech 28-24 against against UCF, not TCF, jeez. UCF. Arizona, Baylor right now, they just started. Arizona got the first points on the board there, 7-0 against Baylor. As you see the numbers there. Of course, I don't think we play Arizona or Baylor at all. I think we played Arizona already. Just a few games left for the season. We got West Virginia, of course, coming up. Kansas as well. Actually, both Kansas schools, Kansas State coming up. And, of course, BYU, our final game of the season. So, see, that one almost being picked away by Darnell Alexander. Nice job there of him getting that ball away. 1st and 10 coming up for the Scotties. There's a quick 3-and-out there against Boise. As James here gets a good block here. James going down the field and finally wrestled down for a gain of 14. As again, we're just trying to chip away at this possession. And just trying to chip away at this clock right now, as this game's just got out of hand here. So we'll see. Oh, nice flip there. Oh, Stanford should have held on to that ball there. TJ James going to get knocked back down for 2 yards. Nice stop there from Eric Jones on that stop. Nice defensive stop there from him. 2nd and 12 coming up. Stanford here, play action. Looking down the field here. Oh, he's going to get rid of it. He's going to go back too far. and lose 10 on the play. And I think Coach Bond's just trying to see what his second-string quarterback can do here. And in this situation, he just fell back too far and should just threw that ball away. So we go all the way back to a third. We go down to a third and 22. Stanford here, we'll see what he can try to do here in this situation. He throws a deep pass there to Barnes. Barnes gets tripped up. A nice play there. Barnes is frustrated, but gets a good catch. 52 yards on that play. It's going to be a 1st and 10 coming up here for the Highland Scotties. And Stanford just throws that one. He just stays right with that throw. Falls all the way through as he is getting hit there. Nice play there for him. 1st and 10 after the big play. We'll see if they can finish it off with getting into the end zone here. 1st and 10. Stanford drops back in the pocket, throws them up there to Burns, and Burns gets the catch. Touchdown, Highland Scotties. Nice play, as that is Stanford's first touchdown pass of the season, I believe. As that's going to be in the end zone. Nice job. As they get on the board here again, now making now 70-21. Stewart drops back in the pocket, throws that one up there to Coles on the screen pass. And we're getting close to the minute mark here in this one here. Not much for Boise can do. It's just right now they're just trying to run their 2-minute offense right now. As Coles here gets this ball handed off to him. Blanchard brings him down. Nice arm tackle there. Pulls him down, but he's well over 200 yards for the day. So I will say that's one thing they cannot hang your head down low for that, because they did a great job here challenging us in the running game here today. As Will Hobbs there gets the nice catch for the first. 30 seconds left here. Cole trying to get out of the backfield there for the run, but just not having it there as Gary Williams makes a nice stop there on that play. But yeah, 21 carries, 206 yards so far. And of course, a rushing touchdown there for Cole. Like I said, the rushing game, our rushing defense did not do so well here against this young man, as he's been running all over us here again. Another 10 yards there on that carry at 2:17 to finish the game. And that is it here at Kensington Field. Take a look here, the production from us and, of course, from the rest of the team. Nice job here as we get our 8th consecutive win here, and we defeat the now 0-8 Boise State Broncos. So tough break there, as Davison is having a great day there. Over 100 yards for the day, not over 100 yards for the day, over 200 yards for the day at 2:24 to finish off the day. We'll see those numbers here in just a bit. But overall, this was a great, I guess this would be good numbers for padding, showing what we can do to teams, what we've done to teams, especially teams like this, pretty much of the season. But, of course, we still got some tough games to come up, because we still got Kansas, which that's the next game coming up here, and we all know about that, how we play against Kansas, especially in Lawrence. It's a weird game. It always turns out to be weird. It just I don't know how to explain it, but it just turns out weird. Of course, we got West Virginia this time. This year we go to Morgantown, as well as we have a home game against Kansas State. That'll be our last. Or no, actually we have 2 home games left of the season. We got Kansas State at home, and then the final regular season home game will be against BYU, of course, in our epic head-to-heads that we've had with them over the course of this series. We'll face them all. But there you take a look here before we get a little too far ahead of ourselves here. Take a look at some of the numbers here in today's game. 19 first downs for Boise, 24 for us. Total offense, 679 yards. As for Boise, 387. Take a look at the red zone appearances, 8 for 8 for us, and 2 for Boise. Like I said, Boise should have just did a better job. I know throwing to one receiver is ridiculous, but they should have done that. They should have done that against us. Because I almost was thinking there, I'm like, man, Cole could easily have like 100 and some odd yards rushing, or like he had 200 yards rushing on us already before we got even to the halftime, really. And he could easily had 150, maybe almost 200 yards receiving if they were just throwing the ball to him a little bit more often. They should have used the passing game a little bit more, mix it up with the run. Because for a while there, you see that we were kind of off balance. We just really couldn't figure out what they were going to be coming at with us when it came to trying to figure out what play to pick, and they didn't take advantage of that. So we did, and we did a great job of it for the most part here. But yeah, overall this was a good game for us. Davison. 21 carries for 224 yards, 10 yards short of what he had last week against Cincinnati, and 2 touchdowns short of what he had last week against Cincinnati. But he does that against Boise here this week. Reed, 8 carries for 48 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns. Rocco Bennett, 3 carries for 3 yards, and a touchdown for him. Godfrey, the only one over 100 yards today. Ramirez was pretty tough to throw to. We're trying to get to him as low as we could, but we just could not get him. He had no drops, but they were just covering him just too well there. And I'm like, okay, I'm not going to force anything when it comes to our tight end. We'll just do what we can do. Godfrey was there, like I said, 7 catches, 108 yards, and a touchdown from him. Ramirez also has a touchdown, 5 catches for 63 yards, and Burns had a nice day as well. 3 catches for 57 yards. And a touchdown as well in that category. And then, of course, tackles defensively. Fowler, of course, getting up there. Not getting double digits like he did before in years past, but he had 8 tackles for a tackle for loss. Graham, 6 tackles, 2 tackles for loss. King, 4 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, and a sack. Pope, 4 tackles, tackle for loss. Miller had a great day there. He had 2 sacks. 2 tackles for loss and 3 tackles there. Nice job there from him. Of course, Williams as well. 2 tackles for loss and a sack coming from him. And of course, McCall had a great interception there as well. Could not take it back for a pick 6, but we tried our best. But yeah, like I said, this was tougher this year. Last year we see like we can cut anything defensively. We could just snag out of the air, take it back. Snag it and then run back for pick 6. This year, a little different, a little tougher, which is fine. That's makes it even more of a challenge. But yeah, now I think that now a lot of these schools know that we don't have the same deep. We have we had a good depth to our corners and our safeties. Next year might be a little different because we are going to be losing some of those guys there, and we're trying to replace those with some recruits that we have, which we'll have a video about that here pretty soon here, hopefully, as we try to get some new recruits. But take a look here. We're taking on the 2-6 Kansas Jayhawks in Lawrence. Like I said, it's always weird against them. The first half they're usually dominant, and then the second half, somehow, some way, they just mess up big time, and we're finding, and that helps us get it back in the game. So hopefully we could be dominant from the get-go and not worry about trying to scramble back in the second half. But it's Lawrence, it's a rowdy crowd out there, and weird things happen. That's all I have to say. Ever since we've been playing against them here in the Big 12, it all started when we played them when we were we had them as a non-conference game. Kansas and Kansas State, but someone's always weird when we go to Lawrence. So we'll see what we can do against them coming up. Like I said, they're 2-6 right now. I believe they're somewhere mid-table, somewhere in the Big 12 North there. So not a good record. Definitely several games below 500. But definitely they play tough when they're like this. So we'll see how well they'll play next week. Could they put a scare against us? We'll find out. We'll see. But that's it for this episode of the Highland Scotties. If you guys did enjoy today's episode, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that bell notification if you happen to be new. Of course, don't forget to follow us on social medias. Our social media is down below: Facebook, Twitter, all Discord. All those, definitely check those out. As well as we do live stream over on Twitch. Definitely go check out that. There's a link down below for that. And don't forget to go check out our second channel. So we have another NCAA series over there. It's our what is it? It's the the Stanford Cardinals online dynasty over there. Definitely go check it out, you guys. That's all. It's been a fun series as well. You guys will really enjoy it as well. With Coach Teddy Bonds' son, TJ Bonds, who is a head coach for Stanford. So definitely go check it out there, and that and more. So again, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, go Scotty Nation, and I'll see you guys next time.